the boys in the halves?
Yeah, it's just a slight change. We thought we'd tinker with it a little bit. Obviously, we've been a bit clunky the last few weeks. So Matt's been growing over the last couple of years in that playmaker role, and I think it's time for him to step up and take more ownership of the team. And he's really excited by that. Also, just allows Kyle to sort of focus on just a few simple things in his game, and we're excited about what that can do as well.
Do you think this could be a long-term plan?
Possibly, but yeah, we'll wait and see how we go tomorrow. It's some stuff we've worked on during the week in training has been exciting, but we'll see how it goes tomorrow.
What about easy to do without changing the actual jerseys in the back right? So that's is that almost an extra step, like mentally for them, or can you explain that?
Oh yeah, so I suppose it's a symbol of your team as well, and where Matt sits in our team, and we could have made some slight changes behind the scenes, but we wanted to be open and transparent about it, and we want Matt to step up and take ownership of the team, and I feel like he's ready for that. A while back he probably wasn't ready for that, but he's really grown into the leadership role. He's one of our on-field captains, and the change of jerseys is a little bit symbolic as well of where we think he can go with his footy.
And just in terms of what you want to change for Kyle, like is it put him in number 6, does it give him more freedom to run, or is that sort of what you're looking at? Or
yeah, it just sort of simplifies his role a little bit and allows him just to focus on a couple of simple things in his game and just work on the execution in that regard. So he knows what he's working on, and we're working hard at training and behind the scenes to improve in those areas.
Matt's always sort of been known as a 5'8" front, like even back at Penrith when I know he played a bit of centre, you know what I mean? Like, what's actually changed in his game in the last couple of years that makes him more of an organiser now, do you think, or is it just that he has to be that organiser?
Well, firstly, it's what the team needs right now from Matt, but he's also just matured over the last 2 years. From when I last saw him at Penrith to the person he is now, he's a lot more mature. He's a lot more comfortable in his own skin. He's ready to take the next step in terms of leadership on the field and owning parts of the game plan.
I think he's also found a bigger voice, and he's more comfortable, getting the team around the park and telling everyone what to do, given he was still quite young when he was coming through and a star in the team.
Yeah, Matt's a pretty quiet sort of guy, and we just want him to be himself, but there's also that he's got the presence around the group that when he says something, the boys listen and they really believe in what he's doing. So I think you saw at the end of that Cowboys game, he just owned the back end of the game, and we think by giving Matt more ownership of the team that we can bring that out of him more often.
And how was that conversation with Matt? Did he agree that, probably he can step it up and take more control? Yeah,
I think it took him by surprise to start with, but he agrees that there's some things we can improve, and there's things that he can help us improve just with his standing and his position in the team and what his strengths are. So hopefully it goes well tomorrow.
Is that a conversation that's been ongoing for a couple of weeks, and then changing the actual numbers is the next step or the last step or whatever, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, we've been talking to Matt about evolving his game over the first 7 rounds, and I think we've seen signs of that. Definitely when he gets more involved in games and takes ownership of it, we're a better team. So just want to see it more often.
Been plenty of talk about whether we see Carl blooded at all this week. Is there any chance he comes off the bench, or is it no chance?
No, Carl's in the extended squad, but he won't be playing this week. Carl's doing a really good job in New South Wales Cup. He's playing in the halves down there, but Carl's really versatile. He can play in any position. We're a bit short of middles and forwards at the moment, and we did contemplate putting him on the bench over the last few weeks in one of those roles because he is so versatile and a really tough kid. But I'm sure he'll get his opportunity soon somewhere.
Does it suggest he's not far off getting that opportunity?
No, he's not far off at all. Our New South Wales Cup's playing really well. They're leading the competition. There's a lot of guys there that are putting their hands up for spots, and Carl's one of them. We're really excited about some of those kids we've got coming through, and I'm sure you'll see a lot of them soon.
Do you think, so just back on the switch, I know you spoke a bit about Kyle too, but do you think it can almost be a blessing for him as well? It takes that pressure off of being the number 7, and the win or the loss is not necessarily on just that individual, but do you think it can be a weight lifted off his shoulders in a sense too, just not having that number on his back?
Off whose?
Off Kyle.
Kyle, yeah. Hopefully. Just sort of allows him to simplify his game. I think in training this week he's sort of shown that there's a little bit of weight off his shoulders and he can concentrate on himself a little bit more and the guys around him, and hopefully we see that come out tomorrow.
With that guy like Declan Casey, mate, getting his chance a little bit, he's sort of confident there's enough depth in this club to keep stepping up given the amount of injuries you've got?
Yeah, I'm very confident in the guys we've got coming in. Declan's one of those guys who's got some incredible talent. He's had a couple of injury things holding him back, till this point, but him and Braden Burns are talented players, and they get an opportunity tomorrow to show everyone what they can do, and we're all behind them.
How's Jake Averillo? Because it looked like he was limping around on one leg for most of the game on Sunday.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal. He had a pretty heavy knee clash there, and anyone that's had a knee clash knows how painful they are. But I think it was a real sign of Jake's evolution and how he's grown as a person and as a player to tough that out and do what was best for the team. If we had, if we didn't lose Carraz, maybe we could have done something there. But I was really happy for Jake to get through that. He's had a really good season so far, Jake, and we're really happy with how he's progressing. But I think that, pushing through on a day like that where we're really required to see his toughness come out was a good sign.
Has he been able to train all week? Is there any doubt about him tomorrow, or is he?
No, he trained last night. He'll be playing.
How's Carraz going? Is he still looking at about 3 to 4 weeks on sideline?
Yeah, hopefully 3 weeks. Hopefully be back somewhere around, if not Magic Round, the week after. So not ideal, but not as bad as we first thought. And he's a big part of our team. So hopefully we can get him back as soon as we can.
Is Kickout back in and around at times and around the group? Or
No, he might be later at the game and that. But no, he only had surgery Mondays. We just want him to rest up and recuperate right now, and then when he comes in, he's going to offer us a lot of leadership off the field.
I know you've spoken multiple times over the last month, because it seems every week you've picked up, unfortunately, another injury. Yep. But I know you've spoken about the culture of the group and the resilience, but have you seen that even more so this week? Because it's almost unheard of what you guys have been facing, really. Like, what have you seen from this group that's...
I just see him embracing the challenge. Yesterday was one of our best days at training we've had, so no one was thinking about who was missing or who wasn't playing and unavailable. They've just got on with it. We're not talking about it within our four walls or anything like that, and that's what I've been most proud of, that we embrace the guys that come into the team and understand what their strengths are and want to celebrate them. So it's not a big deal within our four walls, and we're just doing our best, and we're going to get out there and compete tomorrow.
Given you're so far from having your best team in the park, how much can you take from a game like tomorrow against a pretty decent team?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, it'll give us a good chance to show what we can do. We need to go out there and show the identity of our football team, no matter who we're playing or what circumstances we're in. Cronulla are a really good team on both sides of the ball. They're well coached, they've got talented players, and they play a really nice style of footy. So, sure, of course our defence is going to be tested tomorrow, but I feel like there's been signs over, although we've let in a lot of points lately, I've seen signs of our defence starting to come together. So I just want to see it improve again tomorrow. We've got a big job to shut down some of their key players, but it's a big challenge, and see where we're at as a team and where some individuals are at in their own games.
It's good talking with Thompson, getting some offers back in England. How's he kind of sitting here, Week's situation though?
I'm not sure about that, but Tomo's just in there worrying about his rehab right now. He's training the house down in there. Every day he comes up and tells me what he's been doing in rehab and how close he's getting. So he's just really excited to get back on the field. There's been no discussions about anything other than that.